Here's my CIS list for today's game, and you might note that I'm taking a different approach. So we're going to start over here on the left with not one, not two, but 3 units of B2 Super Battle Droids. Each one of those has the extra B2 Super Battle Droid Trooper in it. And then 2 of those units have the Ha Trooper, and this one in front has the ACM Trooper. Sticking with the core, over on the right, we do have 2 units of traditional B1 Battle Droids. The first one up here has an E5C Trooper and the one an additional Battle Droid. And then in the back we have an additional Battle Droid, and that leader has the Electro Binoculars. In the back we got 2 units of Droidekas. They are naked, and we finished the list with the commander, General Grievous. Grievous has been upgraded with the DT-57 Annihilator, Endurance, and Aggressive Tactics. So altogether we have a 8 activation list, ready to take on Jameson and his clones. We welcome Jameson back to the channel, and he has brought his clone army, which he has been working on, and you can see he's made some great progress on painting. Jameson, what did you bring today?
So today we have Captain Rex with Recon Intel and Commanding Presence. 5 units of clone troopers, each one with DC-15 except for the one with a Z6. A speeder with no upgrades, ignore the rocket launcher, and then the tank has the beam cannon, Elias Shakira, and high energy shells.
Okay, so altogether this list comes in at 795 points, which tied me. We rolled off camera, and Jameson is going to be the blue player. And it is 7 activations, ready to take on my droids.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Math is hard. So as Jameson is the blue player, this is his objective deck, and he has pulled out Rollout, Advanced Positions, Major Offensive, Recover the Supplies, Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators, Intercept the Transmissions, Supply Drop, Clear Conditions, and Rapid Reinforcements. So these do include the upcoming cards for the Vital Assets expansion, which the 5th Trooper spoiled. So Jameson, with your first move, what would you like to veto, or do you choose to pass?
I'll pass.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of Recover the Supplies because I don't think droids are great at that.
I'm going to veto Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators because you have a lot more infantry.
Okay, and I think I'm going to pass on my last try, so that's going to leave us with Rollout, Intercept the Transmissions, and Supply Drop, which is a lot of fun. So let's get ready to deploy and come back after that. Here we are for today's game, and we're going to take a look around the board before we show you our deployments. What we have here is a number of starfighters, which, yes, it's an anachronism when it comes to a Clone Wars battle, but there you have it. These are all providing cover 2 for units behind them, while the buildings across the border also cover 2. We have some palm trees, which are open terrain for infantry and provide cover 1, but they are impassable for vehicles, of which we have a few on the board. We have some scattered terrain that is going to be cover 1 as well, and barricades, of course, cover 2 and difficult. Now when it comes to the objectives, we have one here on Jameson's side, we have one here in the center, which is going to be where the most of the fighting takes place, and one here on the right, which helps out my droids. And then scattered across the board, we have 6 objective tokens. This is for the supply drop that you saw. Now we can use each one of these twice. It's a free action to claim the supplies there, and so we will cover that when we get to it. And lastly, with Intercept the Transmissions, we score on turns 2, 4, and 6. With 6 being a bonus round, you get double points for controlling the objective in that final turn. Jameson, we're going to start with you and your deployment of clones over here. Take us through.
So we have the tank deployed up front and center, because why not? The speeder, with no rocket launcher.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have the clone units scattered around. Rex here. And he had himself, this unit of clones, and this unit.
Okay.
And scout up.
Over here, the bulk of my force is right here in the center, being led by General Grievous there with 3 units of B2s, and then flanked by 2 units of B1s. I have taken advantage of the rules for rollout and moved my Droidekas out within range 1. They provide heavy cover in this game as they are vehicles, and they provide heavy cover in every game. So with that, I think we are ready for turn 1 after I take some photos. Jameson, you're the first player, blue player, so you're going to show what you got first.
Assault.
3 pip for the clones is I have chosen to go with Supreme Commander. Now, Supreme Commander says General Grievous gains 1 surge token for each other friendly trooper unit at range 1, and while another friendly trooper unit has a face-up order token, it gains Guardian 2 and can use Guardian during a melee attack. So trying to protect Grievous there, and I will have priority. With priority, I gave out my order tokens first, and what I did is I ordered this unit of B1s here on my left, closest to me, and they coordinated to that unit of B2s. And then back there to that unit of B1s, who then coordinate to that unit of B2s in front. Rex is not this guy, that's Grievous. He ended up with 3 surge tokens with all those B1s, B2s being within range 1. Jameson, where are your orders at?
So we have the tank with an order and 2 clone trooper units.
Okay. So with that, Jameson, I'm going to start by going to my stack. And I have pulled a support unit. And so that's going to be these guys down here. And I'm going to go ahead and move them and see if I can't get some shots on that unit of clones after I move them. So we'll be back after I move them up. So these guys aren't anywhere near in range for those clones. So for their second action, what I decided to is to take a dodge token. That's going to end their activation. As Jameson, we go over to your side. What would you like to do?
I'm going to draw from the pile. Got a trooper.
All right.
I'm just going to have these guys.
Moving them up nice and aggressively.
Joe, you secure the objective.
Yeah. So their second action.
Standby.
A standby, okay.
Also, they're going to claim this.
Well, they have to be in base contact with it to do it. So you'll have to move them up a little bit more, and then they can claim that. That's going to forego their standby, but I don't think they were going to be able to use a standby at this point anyway. So we'll draw some cards and see what Jameson gets. Okay. So Jameson grabbed hollow projector and precision scopes with that unit. He has chosen the hollow projector. Yep. That allows him to essentially HQ uplink either them or a unit within range 1. So pretty powerful stuff.
But only once.
But only once, and that's a discard. As I pull a core unit, that's going to be these guys back here. Now the good news is they are not within range 3, so they don't have to shoot. So I'm probably going to be moving them up here next. So it was a double move by those B2 droids. They are done with their activation, having cohered closer to the far side of the board. Jameson, messing around with the stack. Do you know what you want to do, buddy?
Drawing from the stack.
It's a Rex.
To get Rex.
Okay, now Rex did make a scout move before the game, so I'm going to give him an aim token, because with Tactical 1, every time he moves, he gets one of those. So now, buddy, what you going to do with Rex?
We're going to move here.
Okay.
And then move over to here.
All right, that's going to get him another 2 aim tokens for a total of 3.
Ah, crappy. Can't share it with...
Not share it with the tank. No.
Can't share it with everyone else.
Yes. As I go to my stack and I have pulled a commander, it's time to get Grievous out of dodge. This is going to be a relatively easy play for me. Won't be able to use the Guardian, but you know what's better than using Guardian is not getting shot at all. So he's going to move here and then move up to touch the building, and also this supply drop And so now, Jameson, it's my turn to draw. I have pulled back to capsules, and I have pulled camouflage. I'm going to take the back to capsules, which will allow me to have a treat 1 capacity 1 on wreck. Wait, hold on. I got to make sure that I can use this. Okay, it's for non-droid trooper units. Grievous is just a trooper unit, folks. He's taking the back to capsules. As that's going to end his activation as we move his token up here. And his 3 surge tokens. And wait to see what Jameson elects to do next.
Where?
You need a minute, buddy?
I think let's have the tank go.
Okay.
Okay.
Jameson's rethought his position. What do you want to do now, my friend?
He's going to sit there and shoot.
Okay, he's going to take an aim first. Now, the main cannon you said is going to go at this unit of B2s.
Yep.
Along with the
high energy shells, and the beam cannon is going to target there, and there.
I think that's one too many weapons. So
then let's just go with the high energy shells and the laser cannons.
Okay. All right, so Jameson's grabbing his dice pool. It is considerable. Now, this unit does have heavy cover because they are being blacked out by the unit of Droidekas in front. Crit 2 on this dice roll. Go ahead, Jameson. All right, so far we got 2 crits, 2 hits, and a surge. Now you get to reroll 2 of those dice.
I'm going to reroll.
Absolutely.
Drop die.
Okay, that's a pretty good roll. Now with critical 2, he gets to flip 1 here and 1 here. 1 comes from the high energy shells, 1 comes from the regular cannon. And so I'm going to block 2 using good old cover. And now I need to roll some defenses here. I also have armor 1, Jameson. So blocking 1 there.
It does have impact.
It does have impact, you say? Well, shucks. Okay. So that will make it 5 then. Good call on the impact. Needing shields, I get a couple of shields here, and they have a surge token. So I'm going to spend my surge token and end up losing 1 of the B2s there. As that's a really good roll for me, but you know what? I used the wrong dice. So let's try that again using the right dice. The white dice. And see if that goes better for Jameson.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to save 2 after I use my surge token to change that one. So I lose a droid and take a wound on another. So we've removed 1 droid from this unit and taken a wound on another, and they have gained a suppression token as I go to my stack, and I'm going to pull these Droidekas right here. Now, what they are going to do with AI attack, they can move or shoot first. They are going to choose to move first in order to not shoot at the tank, which is in range 3, and then get into range. This is my unit leader over here of those clones over there.
They would have heavy cover also, right?
Yes, they sure will.
Oh, I'm glad they're all kneeling then.
Well, we could pull out the silhouettes, but really that tank is going to cause me cover issues. So you will have heavy cover there, but looking for my suppressive weapon to do some work. All right, so I'm rolling 2 red and 4 black against this unit of clones in heavy cover with my suppressive weapon. I've gotten 3 crits there, so you'll block this one due to cover, but you do owe me 3 dice rolls, and you do get to roll red dice, because that's how the rules work. You save 1 and lose 2.
Darn it.
Jameson has taken 2 suppression tokens on that unit and removed 2 guys. As I am done with these Droidekas, Jameson, it is now your turn.
Let's draw.
Okay.
For a heavy. For a support.
So we'll let you figure out where you want to move him and then come back with your final destination. Jameson has moved his bike up at 2 speed 3 moves and is now looking at this unit of B1s that will be in the open with his attack. Jameson's going to have a rainbow and an additional black dice. That comes with the regular speeder. And an arsenal 2, he gets to fire both of those. Go ahead, buddy. So 3 hits. I have no cover. I do have a surge token, as you see there.
Blanks.
I do save 1, and we'll lose 2 droids. All right, these droids have taken a suppression token and lost 2 of their number. As I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit over here, Jameson. And what they're going to do is they're going to move up towards this objective.
Right next to the highly confusing fighter.
And then for their second action, I'm going to be using the targeting scopes on them in order to give a name token to their buddies here. And so, within range 1, we're going to go with the Hot Trooper back here for sure. All right, so that's going to end their turn. Let me flip that over to you, my friend. So what Jameson has, he has 2 trooper units in the bag, and he has 2 trooper units on the board yet to activate.
We're gonna have these guys activate.
All right, grab yourself 2 white dice and see if they roll off any of that suppression. They
do.
roll off 1, but will only be 1 action for them.
Therefore, they're going to fall back, I think.
Scout it forward and scout it back. Go hear those guys, and then make sure you remove 1 of those suppression tokens. As I am out of stackable units, and I don't think anybody else is going to be coming in range, so I'm going to go with this unit of droids here, the other unit B1s. They do roll off their suppression token. It would not matter because droids are effectively immune to suppression until it comes time that they might panic. So we're going to go ahead and move them forward in order to close that range. But then keep guys back here just in case that tank gets a little crafty. In fact, we're going to move him back a little bit so we give ourselves a little bit more room. And that will be good right there. And then we're going to be shooting at the bike, which will have cover 1.
Because it didn't use the surge already?
Yeah, so I got 5 white, and then the EC, E5C gets to add 3 black. I got surge token still available. You have cover 1. Let's see what we can do. So we've gotten 3 hits, 2 of which are crits, and a surge. I will spend that surge token now, and then with cover 1, you'll go ahead and block 1. Still leaves you with 3, buddy.
And he does have...
He does not have armor, but he does have red defense. But you don't roll any defense there. So that will be 3 wounds. That will be his break point as well. So do you want to roll a red dice again to see what kind of damage he is going to take?
Or this.
Or use Max's defense, his special dice. I will now get questions about this. But let's go ahead and use it. And it's going to be a no-go. So we'll check the rules on that, but it's essentially slowed him down considerably. So this unit has been disabled and has 3 wounds, and that means that Jameson would have to spend 2 actions in order to take a single movement, but it does not affect his compulsory move. As we're done with that unit of B1s who are doing their job. Very exciting. Jameson, back over to you, sir. You got 3 core units left to activate.
Let's have these guys activate.
Okay.
They're going to double move.
Okay. Now, when you get them there, I would check range, because I think you'll probably be within range 3 of some units. And now that you are within range 1 of Rex, you got 3 aim tokens to draw upon. I think you may want to take some offensive shots at those unit of Droidekas.
Since I'll probably get, like, all crits.
Probably not get all crits, but you can at least start plinking off some of those shields, hopefully.
Yep.
Do you want to do that, or you want to double move? All right, so we'll let you go here, then we'll come back and roll some dice. All right, Jameson's going to have 4 black dice and 6 white dice, and the ability to reroll a bunch of them. I do have heavy cover from the tank, and a bunch of shield tokens. So, okay, so far we have gotten a crit and 4 hits. Now you do not surge on offense, my friend. So start re-rolling some dice. You might as well just start with the black. We're up to 6 hits. We're still at 6 hits, and you have 1 more aim token to spend. Still at 6 hits. I'll block 2 because of cover, leaving me with 4.
That was a hit.
That was a hit?
Yeah.
We're going to check the film real quick. Jameson, absolutely correct here. That was a hit. What I'm going to do, Jameson, is I'm going to take 3 on my shields and then roll 2 dice. So nice use of Rex's aim tokens there and some good shooting. But with that...
Does he surge?
He does surge on defense. But you do take down 3 shields, so it was still a good play. We've flipped 3 of those 4 shield tokens down, but did not take any wounds on those Droidekas as I just have my core units left. I'm going to go with the Hot Trooper here. And what he's going to do with the rest of his squad is they're going to move forward, aggressively using the Droidekas as mobile cover. And then check range there. It's not going to be range 2, I'm fairly confident.
These.
Yeah. So short of range 2, well short. But the Ha will go ahead and shoot with that aim token and see if we can't put some damage on that crazy tank. All right, before we start, I do need to see if I roll off that suppression token. I do not. They still get 2 actions because they're courage 2 and they're droids, so long way from being panicked. I get 2 red and a white at range 3 for the HOD. Now this is a blast weapon, so you get no cover, and it is at impact 2. And so I've gotten a hit and a crit there. We're just going to re-roll this one for nothing. So impact will flip this to a crit, and you're going to have to make 2 saves there, buddy. Take 2 wounds. You roll on your tank like I roll on mine. That's going to do it for this unit of B2 droids who have taken 2 wounds off of that. They still have their surge token, but I don't think they're going to need it. As Jameson, you got 2 core units back here. Now these are the guys who you might think about double moving. So he's going to go to a stack. He's going to pull a core, and he's going to probably be moving them up.
Oh. To here.
Supporting the speeder bike. I like it. As this is my last unit over here as Jameson coheres those guys. And what they're going to do is they're going to take a double move. And, you know, I don't think they're in too much of a hurry, so we don't have many targets yet. Let's go ahead and move them back here next to this other unit of B2s. And next to that supply drop. And they're going to go ahead and see what kind of goodies were left for them. So we'll cohere these guys and come back. So that unit of B2s has pulled an arc welder and precision scopes. They're going to go ahead and use the arc welder for the repair 1 capacity 1. And it works on droids. So what they're immediately going to do is use that arc welder to repair 1 off of that unit of B2s, and then that gets discarded. As Jameson, your last unit, sir, is that unit of clones. Now keep in mind, you will have to have somebody score your back objective, unless you just want to go crazy aggro and run straight towards me with everybody. Next round will be a scoring round.
Oh, what?
Some nice channeling terrain today with these large towers. terrain provided by Imperial Terrain and my buddy Troy when it comes to the 3D prints, although I have no idea where these starfighters came from. And then we have some MDF terrain from our friends at woodpeckergames.de. So this is Jameson's double move there.
A quick question, does it have to be a leader within one?
It does have to be a trooper unit leader within one.
Okay.
All right, so we'll let you take some measurements, but while you're doing that, what happens at the end of the turn is we remove one suppression token from everybody. I get to flip one of these back to active. All green tokens are removed from the board. And we get ready for turn 2 card draw with the droids moving up, looking good. Clones taking cover behind their tank, also looking good. This Spikes is a little bit hurt, but he's still going, so we'll see how that works out. All right, Jameson, as I'm the red player's turn 2, I'm going to go first, and I have played Assault by 3-pip.
I'm going to play We're Not Programmed.
Okay.
And also I'm going to use Hollow Projector.
Hollow Projector on that unit. Okay, very good. So we'll come back after... Well, we have to roll here, buddy. It's my turn to roll. On a shield, I will have priority. On a not shield, you will. It will be my priority. So with priority, the droids have given out order tokens to both their Droidekas, who have gained a surge token, and then to General Grievous, who also gains a surge token. Jameson, over on your side.
Okay. I gave one to the tank and then 4 units of clone troopers.
Okay, so the one with the tank, obviously you use this unit with the hologram projector.
To put it on the tank.
Perfect, perfect use of that.
The We're Not Programmed says troopers, but Hollow Projector does not say troopers.
Exactly right. Jameson keeps me straight on the rules. He has those down pat. So Jameson, I am in danger of AI attack all over the place. But at least I have activation control. I know exactly what's in my stack, and it is all trooper units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull a trooper unit with these guys right here. And what they're going to do is they are going to shoot at your bike with AI attack. All right, so 5 white and 3 black. This could go really well or really poorly. I don't have a surge token to help me out this time. So we'll see how this turns out. Surge token would have helped as I end up getting 1 crit and 2 hits, Jameson. And with that, cover 1, you'll block 1, but you do have to roll 2. You need to make both of these. And you make one of them. I'm sorry, you only had to make one of them. So he is still alive with 1 wound left. They're good shot by these droids, putting the wound on that bark speeder. They see the writing on the wall, though, and they say, oh no. As they're going to go ahead and move back here, knowing that bark will eventually have to come for them. And then they're going to go here in such a way as to not make it easy for that tank back there to get them as well. And so, Jameson, that's going to do it for that activation. I did what I wanted to do there. Well, I would like to have killed it, but darn close. As we go over to you, sir, do you know what you want to do, or do you need a minute?
Let me take a minute.
Sure thing.
Actually, no.
Jameson has maybe made a decision. Do you know what you want to do, buddy, or you need some more time?
I'm going to draw from the stack.
Okay. And you have pulled the bike. Now, it does have a compulsory move, and then it will have 2 actions after that. It just, since it is a no-go right now, what it won't be able to do is Arwen will lie right in the way, good girl, is move a second time without using that 3rd action. So let Jameson go ahead and move him now.
And now he's just going to open fire on them.
Well, you still have an area action, buddy. Did you want to aim first,
yes,
or
aim.
dodge? Aim?
No, dodge.
It's going to take a dodge. Gotcha. Jameson opting to preserve his combat powers. He gets a rainbow and a black dice. These droids are out of cover as I did a poor job of cohering them. C'est la vie. 3 hits. I'm going to have a few less droids at the end of this. Just one as I roll 2 blocks. Fantastic. So we removed one droid. Yes, one droid and taking suppression token on them. As Chris is right. Droids are easy if you roll really, really hot. We'll see where this game goes, though. I'm going to activate this unit of Droidekas who are going to make a sharp right turn in order to get in contact with this piece of terrain. So just like that. And then have this guy as such. And then what they're going to do, Jameson, is they're going to open fire at that unit of clones in the open. No aim tokens here, but I do have a surge token to draw
I
upon.
can't explain my idea with not going with the tank first.
Yeah,
I'm going to get Rex so we can shuffle back and forth a bit.
Yeah, you got that going, and then you also have Ayla Secura as your pilot, so you kind of want to save her towards the end so you can pull off some suppression like this suppression I'm about to put on you. As I have rolled 4 hits and a surge, I will go ahead and use that surge token as it helps me not on defense. For a total of 5 against those clones in the open, buddy. I was right. Go ahead and pull that one in. Go ahead and pull that one in.
Oh.
It was a hit. But you will end up losing 3, having saved 2 and taking 2 suppression. Jameson has removed 3 clones and taken 2 suppression on that unit as he is fiddling with his stack again.
Trying.
It's another trooper unit. I think that is the one back there who retreated last turn. Looks like they're going to be ready to move forward again. Now, if you have him touch the tank, then the tank will provide no cover for the people behind it. I don't know who you're going to be shooting at, but if you're shooting at the Droidekas, it will certainly help you out a little bit there.
Base contact with the tank, and they're going to be shooting the Droidekas.
Okay, so no cover for the Droidekas. Jameson looking at 2 red, 2 black against my Droidekas. Getting a total of 3 hits. I'm going to put 1 on the shields, buddy.
Okay.
And then roll 2 dice. For no blocks that time, so it evens out from the last time.
Nice.
Alright, so the Droidekas have taken 2 wounds and flipped a shield token over as I'm going to activate them next. They need to take revenge on that unit with the Z6 before they get their chance to fire, or before I lose that second Droideka. So they're going to take an aim and then fire at that unit in heavy cover. Alright, so once again, 2 red, 4 black. And importantly, suppressive. I have an aim token and a surge token to draw on. So far, getting 4 hits. Re-rolling 2 dice with that aim token. And using that surge token, it all plays out perfectly. Now you will, of course, block 2, Jameson, with the heavy cover of that tank. And then save 1, lose 2 more. Clones are going down quicker than normal. So that's going to do it for this unit of Droidekas as we go back and see Jameson has removed 2 of those clones and taken 2 suppression. You are up now, Jameson.
Drawing Rex.
Yep, the only thing left in his stack.
Therefore, he's going to shuffle.
Okay.
And then he's going to take one of the, and then he's going to take this.
Okay. So we do have some cards for you, and he will get 2 aim tokens. So we're going to deal these out to Jameson and come back. Rex pulled field scanner and camouflage. Jameson, you've opted to keep the field scanner, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to go over to my stack instead of going with Grievous. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this unit of B1s. Now my choices here are to... I don't have anybody within range 3 and line of sight, so I don't have to worry about shooting. They do have line of sight. Okay, with AI attack, they're going to have to shoot first. That is clear. So we're going to see how many have line of sight. You obviously will have heavy cover. Ouch, as I get 5 white dice and you have heavy cover. I guess there's a chance I can roll a quick crit. Jameson is proud that his speeder is doing the disruption work that he had hoped it would do. It is doing that. Oh, I do get a crit though, Jameson. 50-50 chance. Is his work here done? Yes, it is. Take him off the board. All right, so we are over here with my second action. They're going to take a dodge token. just in case that a big macro cannon decides to fire at me. As Jameson, it is your turn.
The tank.
Okay.
It's going to fire.
All right.
Inspire 2 off of these guys.
That is a clever play. That's a Z6 unit. Now, what are your targets and what weapons are you going to be firing?
Okay.
So obviously your high energy cannon up on top and your regular cannon.
I'm going to be Let's try to take out that anti-tank unit again.
Okay, so that's going to be with the main cannon. And what's the range for the high energy cannon up on top?
The beam cannon?
Yeah.
Range 4.
1 to 4. Okay. So that will be your first target. After that, you can select a target within range 1 for further shots. I might suggest that unit of Droidekas, because they will be out in the open. And then from the Droidekas, I think you can go over here. So we'll read the card and see what you want to do. Jameson, I like this play. Go ahead and explain exactly what you're going to be doing here.
So the main cannon and beam cannon are going to go into the Super Battle Droids.
Okay.
And the beam cannon and the fire supporting squadron is going to go into this squadron. Into the Droidekas, and then just the beam cannon is going to go into these guys.
Now what I really like about this play is this unit back here would normally have provided cover, the tank would provide cover for the Droidekas, but in this case, it is not going to because their fire supporting is going to be measured from the tank. Now, with that, you do have an air action to play with. Do you want to hold on to that one for now, or did you want to aim?
Let's take an aim.
All right.
So therefore we have 3 aim tokens.
Daka, like it. All right, Jameson, my B2 Battle Droids will have heavy cover because of the mobile cover in front of them. You have critical 1, impact 2, and a nice dice pool of 3, 4 red, 2 black, and 2 white with a name token. Just make sure you do your job. You're probably going to want to use that aim token now, as you just got the 3 hits. Rerolling 2. There you go. So with the 5, the first thing that happens is cover is applied, so I'm going to block 2. And then impact is applied, so what it's going to do is going to prevent me from using my armor 1. As I got to roll 3 dice now. I do roll 1 shield, but I will...
And yes, he is using the right dice.
Yes, I am, thank you. As I will lose 1 droid. Now, having spent the aim token, you have 2 red from the beam cannon, and 6 white from the Z6, and 2 black from your regular clone troopers, going up against me with a critical 1 here. Go ahead. Oh, Jameson.
Wow.
Just 2. I will go ahead and use my shield token and then I'll roll 1 here. But I won't save it, so you'll take out 1 of the 2 remaining Droidekas there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was poor. As now you go to the other unit of Droidekas. These guys will have heavy cover because of the barricade. With crit 1, though, you get 1 critical through, and I will go ahead and take that on a shield. So we've removed 1 guy from here, as what I'm going to do is go to my stack, and I know it's going to be a trooper unit. I'm going to go with these guys, Jameson. They're going to roll their 1 dice for the suppression token and keep it. And since they are not within range 2 of anybody at this point, that means AI attack does not kick in. That's going to allow me to recover my B2 Ha Trooper, and then I'm going to shoot my B2 Ha Trooper back at your tank to see if I can do some more chip damage to it.
I wish I could have done a bit more.
Yeah, and you really should have. There's no doubt about that. All right.
What's that?
Blast and Impact 2 is going to be 2 for the tank, buddy.
Now, please make some decent armor saves.
Or not, as it takes 2 more wounds. So the Hot Trooper getting it done again. He's put 4 wounds on that tank so far. I have gone ahead and exhausted that Hot Trooper again. But Jameson, you are on. What would you like to do?
These guys,
Okay.
they are going to move into base contact here.
Okay. I'll let you get those, and then what are you going to do? You're going to be shooting...
The Droidekas.
Oh, my poor Droidekas. They have been taking a beating. This is going to be a big dice pull, and once again, drawing on Rex's aim tokens. It should be a pretty good shot. Let's see if the averages come through for Jameson. Jameson has 2 red and 4 black. Now, Rex does have 2 aim tokens. I'm placing that out there to remind us. The Droideka, no cover against this. No shields left. Let's see if Jameson can put him down. It will start with just 2 hits, my friend. Now, you do have critical 1 on the DLT.
Yes.
Or the DC-15. So using that first aim token. Okay, we are up to 4 hits. And the critical 1 is just going to flip this one. So I have to make 2 of these saves in order to save the dream. And I do not. So there goes that Droideka down. Your guys did exactly what they needed to do there. So my mobile cover is gone as I've removed my Droidekas. Now we're even on activations as I pull a core unit. And I knew that was going to be a core unit. It's all I have left in my stack. It's all I started with in my stack. What these guys are going to do, Jameson, is they're going to move out here towards the objective. And that is going to put them in range 2 of that unit that just shot the heck out of me. And even though you're going to have heavy cover, what I'm going to do is shoot back at you. So we'll come back with the dice rolls next. Now you might have noticed that I moved my not unit leader. I went back and fixed that, so I was still within range. So ACM Trooper gets 3 red, and the other 4 members of the squad get 2 black and a white. So pretty healthy dice pull. Jameson in heavy cover. No surge tokens here. Get them, boys. Looks like 5, Jameson. Now you will block 2 due to cover, but that's going to leave you with 3. As I'm whittling away clones steadily, like you would expect the droids to do.
As I fail all my saves.
Oh, you make 2 out of 3 there. It's going to even up. It's going to end the activation for this unit as we go ahead and make sure we put a suppression token on that unit. Jameson has already removed 1 guy. Where would you like to go to next, buddy?
Well, this guy.
Okay. He's got 2 suppression on him. You got 2 dice over there. We roll off 1. That's going to leave you with 1 action.
She's going to use to bravely run away.
Yeah. Making sure you got that point in the back covered. As I'm going to go to my stack. It's going to be this unit of B2s. Again, the AI attack will not kick in as I don't have anybody in range. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how close would I have to get to range 2 here. I think the answer is going to be not so far away. And so what they're going to do, Jameson, is they're going to move up here. And then they're going to fire everything at that tank. And hope.
But instead it's just going to be a bunch of dudes standing around a hole.
Well, then you'll know how my B2s feel without their Droideka cover. So,
Except on the magnitude of it, my entire army.
I thought you were going to say that, well, maybe if you spent 200 points on your Droideka unit, you would know how I feel, but yeah, that's fair. Okay, so no cover against the tank with all these dice. All right, the Hot Trooper gets this 2 red and a white, and then I get 4 black, 4 white from the regular troopers. Now I do have critical 2 and blast. Not that you would get cover from this anyway. So far, we did get a crit in there. I think I said critical 2. What I meant to say was impact 2. And so what happens here is impact 2 is going to change 2 of these into crits. And then these 2 go away because of armor, as you need to roll 3 saves. The tank is bound to make some saves at some point, buddy.
Hopefully. Maybe.
And that point is now. is it'll take its 5th wound, but won't quite be at the point where it has to take a resilience test. Okay, critical defense rolls there by Jameson keeps this tank in good shape as we go now back to Jameson, who has a number of, well, just the 1 unit of clones left.
And it's just going to move up a bit.
Okay, now you want to make sure that you get line of sight. So why don't you move off camera and see what you want to do there. All right, Jameson, I think you're looking at 2 red and 4 black. This is going against my diminished unit of hot troopers who have no cover because you're touching the tank. I do have armor 1, though, to help me out. Jameson, now you do have critical 1 on the DC 15.
So therefore, crit.
And
2 crits.
Yep, I'm going to cancel 1 because of armor, but that's going to leave me with 3.
Now, can you please fail some of these?
Of course I'll fail some of them. I'll fail 3 of them. Because they don't have a surge token. All right. All right, we've taken a second suppression on that unit there as Jameson's out of activations, and I just have Grievous left. And what Grievous is going to do is he is for sure going to come out here. And that's going to put him just short of the objective. And then he's not going to quite make it into the tank. That's okay. Because what he is going to do is not worry about the tank. He's just going to run up here. And then he's going to use his Annihilator pistol in order to shoot at that squad with the suppression token. Well, let's see. A better target is that squad who was running away before. Yeah, we're going to shoot at them, see if we can deny Jameson a unit. This unit does have cover 1 because of the suppression token. I have critical 1 and surge to crit, and also pierce 1 with the Annihilator. Let's see what I can do. It's just going to be 1 crit, and at pierce 1, it's going to be 1 dead clone, buddy.
Okay, it could be worse.
All right, at the end of the turn 2, it is a scoring turn, and so the clones do have this objective back here, but the droids have the middle and the far right objective. So at this point, we remove any green tokens plus 1 suppression token from each unit on the board. Activation-wise, we're both even, as we've both lost 1 activation. But overall, I think points-wise, we've gotten a lot of clones off the table, which has to bode well for the CIS. So
I have taken off a Droideka.
Yeah, you have taken off the Droideka. So let's come back for turn 3 cards next. We are at round 3. It's going to be a decisive one, I feel. Jameson, what are you playing?
Push.
I have gone with the predictable. Trained in your Jedi arts, General Grievous gains disengage and 1 dodge token, and at the end of his activation, he may perform an attack against each enemy unit at range 1 using the following weapon. So, let's have at it. With priority, I've put my order token on Grievous, as I must. He's gained a dodge and a surge token from aggressive tactics. Jameson, what have you done?
The tank and this unit of clones has... The larger unit of clones has gotten it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Jameson, is I'm going to go ahead and take an aim token on Grievous. And at that point, I'm going to move him right into here. And you can't see that because it's blocked. And we will be attacking lots and lots of folks. Yes. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, Jameson, since my Annihilator has versatiles, I'm going to shoot at that lone clone trooper who will have light cover due to the suppression token out of combat here. Okay. At critical 1 and at pierce 1, that will take care of him as he will go down. Now I'm going to use the lightsaber against this unit. And this is at pierce 1 against the unit that he's in base contact with. So he's gotten 2 there. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the aim token right now. Do a little bit more damage, hopefully. And make it 3 against that unit.
What's the pierce?
That's Pierce 1. So you're rolling 3 dice, right?
Oh, yeah.
So 2 will become 1 block, so 2 clones will go down there. Now we're going to stick with that clone unit, as I've used this. And this is a non-pierce attack, but it is suppressive, going at the same unit, Jameson. So I've gotten 1 hit there, and we're just going to let that one roll. So I'll let you go ahead and... Wait, it's not pierce at this point, so you get to roll here. Okay, so that is a 3rd clone down from that unit, and they'll take a suppression token. As next, we'll go into Rex. Rex will take 1 as well, so he gets to roll. Okay, so Rex is going to take a wound there, right? And it's 2 suppression token, because that's a ranged attack. Next is the unit of clones standing behind the tank there. That's going to be good for 1, Jameson. So you'll roll there. And lose a clone.
Not a single save.
Take 2 suppression. And the last one is I'm on the side arc of the tank.
That does get impact 1.
It does. So it's going to be 2 there against the side of the tank. And lose 2 there as well. That brings him up to 7.
Not a single one.
Go ahead and roll Max's dice to see what kind of damage I did to the tank.
Sorry.
And it is the standard damage token that we'll use for that. So he's going to have to roll a white dice to determine whether he gets 1 or 2 actions in the future. Ayla's going to be mad. That's going to do it for Grievous, as he did a great job. He still has a surge and a dodge token, which is going to be helpful for him moving forward. As it is now your turn, buddy. Do you know what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, what you going to do?
He's going to move back 1.
Who's that?
The tank.
Okay.
And if I can find the range 1.
Is he speed 2 or speed 1? He's
speed 2.
Yeah, so when you reverse, it goes
Yeah.
back by 1. Good call. I'm telling you, Jameson knows these rules.
Vaguely.
Smart kid. It's been months, maybe years since he got his last game in, but he's good. All right, so after that, now you do need to roll a white dice here, because it is damaged. You're looking for paint. You do get paint, so you do get a second action, which is very important.
Which I'm going to blast Grievous.
Well, Grievous is in combat right now, my friend.
Then I'm going to blast something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say he knows the rules, but he kind of forgot that one, I think. Does it change your calculus a little bit?
Yes, give me a sec.
Sure. Jameson, you've decided what to do. Now, you have a shot. Where is it going to go?
Main cannon and beam cannon are going into the 5-man unit. Beam cannon and squadron is going to go into the 2-man unit, and then the beam cannon is going to go into the B1s.
All right, let's make that happen. When he says squadron, he means that face-up order token clone
Yes.
squad right there.
Hey, Jameson, I give you my power.
Main cannon
Yes.
and beam
Come on,
cannon.
Have faith, Jameson. Now is the time.
I don't
This
know
is-
what kind of sideshow you think we're running here. Like, this is the Krabak TV
This is
YouTube
the-
channel, or
This is the turning of the tide.
MOTF. No, this is the War Corgi YouTube channel. Quiet in the gallery. Oh, well, that's a good roll.
It worked. See, I know it does. It always does.
Chris,
It worked.
he just got here, folks, and this happens. All right, so a total of 6.
Wow. Impact ignores the armor.
Well, it does impact 2, right? So it changes 2 of these. Now you still have some regular hits, so the armor will kick in there. But I'm having to roll 5 here.
That's more than you had to roll all.
And I'll save 2 on triangles. So I will take a guy off and take a wound on another, and a suppression token.
Oh.
All right, right, the next one.
4 and 4.
Okay. This is with the fire support going into the 3-man unit, no cover. Okay, so we got a total of 5 there.
Yeah. And
Armor, we'll go ahead and ignore 1. So rolling 4. Saving 2, so the unit leader on 1 wound.
But the important part, the anti-tank gun's dead.
Yes, the hot trooper is dead. And now the last one against the unit of B1s in cover, buddy. Heavy cover. You're looking for a crit here. This is 2 red dice.
He will get 2 of them.
2 hits. The heavy cover will reduce that to just a suppression token.
Almost.
All right, so what we got here is...
no, member can't do that. No. Hey!
What we got here is
I think they can hear you.
a dead droid on this unit, so it has 4 remaining and a wound. A dead droid here and a wound on the leader and a suppression token here. As I go to my stack, I have pulled a core unit, and that's going to be this unit right here. Jameson, I did check. There's no one within range shoot that they can currently shoot, and so they're going to go ahead and move forward and engage that Z6 unit right there. So it's going to be 3 red, 4 black, and 4 white at this unit, which will have light cover because of the suppression tokens on them.
I wonder if they're dead yet.
They are dead. I don't see them surviving that roll, my friend. You do get to block 1 because of suppression, but that's going to leave you with 7. You have to make 6 out of 7 saves here. You do not, as that will be another activation off the board. B2's doing some work. That unit of B2's has done its job. They're securing that center objective as Jameson must go to his stack. And he is pulled. Let's see it, buddy.
A trooper.
A trooper. Okay. So now you have 2 troopers on the board that haven't activated yet. One is in contact with Grievous. The other one is that big unit right there.
The smaller unit.
The smaller unit, yes.
Small. Well, smaller unit is going to double move.
Okay. Hightailing it back towards their objective.
Then base contact with the terrain.
Okay. I will go to my stack. I have pulled a support unit. That will be these Droidekas. They do have AI move shoot. There's currently nobody within range that they can shoot at. That was also within arc. And that is a true statement. So what I'm going to do with them, Jameson, is they're going to go ahead and pivot. And then they are going to shoot at that unit of clones in the open as well. They're all wondering what happened to the mobile tank cover that they had. It went away. So it's 2 red and 4 black. Yeah, the tank had to fall back because that hot trooper was eyeing it up.
And there's the...
We end up doing just 2 hits there for your clones in the open, of which you will make 2 saves.
Wow.
And take 2 suppression tokens.
And then another
All right,
starts.
Jameson has taken his 2 suppression tokens as he must go to his stack. He has pulled a trooper unit. His last trooper unit is this one in contact with Grievous.
Who's going to... no, he's actually going to stay in combat.
Oh, that's clever. Okay, so let's see if he rolls off his suppression token. He's got 1. He does not, so he's going to get 1 action. I assume he's going to try to punch Grievous. Just go ahead and roll a black dice.
No, he's going to dodge.
Well, now Grievous can't attack him again, and that dodge will go away at the end of the turn.
You're right.
So might as well try to punch him in the nose. He will not. Okay. I go back to my stack. I've pulled a core unit. So that's going to be these guys right here. See if they roll off that suppression token. They do not. That's okay. Droids are notorious for not carrying, and what they are going to do is AI attack will not pop up right now. They're going to go ahead and move up just short of the objective. And then the 4 of them are going to go ahead and attack that unit of clones again, buddy.
Okay.
All right, the Hot Trooper, of course, he's cycling through his weapon right now, so he's going to be just using his regular arm cannon. So it's 4 black, 4 white. You get light cover due to the suppression, and that's a better roll. As I get 4, you'll cancel one of those, so you're rolling with 3 on that same unit.
Look, these guys have made all their saves so far.
Yeah, you just cursed yourself there. No, another 3 saves. That unit has
Wait
put.
a minute.
Yeah.
These guys are going to save my entire game. They're going to take on Grievous everything.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So all they got was a 3rd suppression token. As we go back to Jameson, now you only have 1 unit in your stack. Oh, you got a stack of 3, but 2 of those units are gone now. So we'll wait till you pull Rex. And he was at the bottom. Rex sitting on 2 suppression token. Let's see if we roll any of that off. Neither. So Rex is only going to get 1
And
action.
I forgot to use Inspire earlier.
From Ayla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, he is. Well, he's going to.
You want a minute?
Yes.
So after talking about it, Jameson had intended to inspire off of Rex, and that's the type of game that we play on the channel. He can go ahead and do that now.
Thank you.
And get his 2 actions. No problem. That's what you intended to do.
Yeah.
And so now with your 2 actions, Rex is coming out to play, folks.
And then he's going to shoot both units.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so you do get 3 red dice here. And you surge to crit. Now my armor will kick in. The closest unit, so I'll block 1 due to armor. But Rex will take out a B2 Battle Droid with that roll. And the unit behind, they already have a wound on them. See if you can make it. Crit hit. Armor will take out that one. I won't make any saves, so that's going to take another 2 wounds on another unit. Good play, Rex. Alright, so both of those B2 units has lost a droid and gained a suppression token. As I go to my stack, it's going to be nothing but trooper units. This one right here, Jameson, can I get a white dice from you?
Yeah.
Thank you. See if he can roll off any suppression. He rolls off both. And what he is going to do is he's going to move up here. And that should put him at range 2 of that unit of clones. Yes, indeed. Who have been extremely lucky so far. Let's see if they can continue. So it's just a black and a white here. You do have light cover because of suppression. I do roll a crit, though. Let's see if you can go 6 for 6 on their armor saves. No, we finally got one of those guys to go down. Jameson has lost a clone there, and it's up to 4 suppression. As I'm the only one with activations left, I'm going to go here. Let's see if they roll off that suppression. This unit of D1s. They do. And what they're going to do, Jameson, is they're going to double move up here in order to make sure that we can maintain control of the center objective. As my B2s should continue to march forward.
Is there any way I can get it back?
Well, you have to see how well your tank does, I would say. But it is getting pretty deadly for you. As I go ahead and go here. Now that's going to be the second to last unit, or the penultimate unit to go today. As I pull 1 more token. Did he just say penultimate? Yes, I did. As we were joking before. All right, these guys aren't going to do anything, Jameson. So that's going to earn in turn 3.
They're going to take a standby and something.
Yeah, and a dodge. As everyone gets to remove 1 suppression token. And any green tokens are removed from the board. as we'll come back with cards next. Turn 4 card draw. If I did my math correctly, you have 3 defeated units, and you're going with Call Me Captain. So mine says when General Grievous issues an order to a unit, that unit gains 1 surge token for each defeated enemy unit. So be kind of a lot of surge tokens here. With priority, Jameson issued his order first, and of course that went to who?
Rex.
Rex, as I issued to my 2 units of B1s, or B2s, sorry. Not including the one that's just one guy left with a wound. And then, of course, to Grievous, they all have 4 surge tokens thanks to good old aggressive tactics. As you get to go first, my friend.
Drawing.
Don't be the tank, don't be the tank, it's the tank.
It's the tank.
All right, so what would you like to do with the tank?
Well, first up he's going to see if he can get 2 actions.
He does, once again, get 2 actions.
So I can get some more use out of him. Well... Okay, so he's going to use the beam cannon again.
Okay. Who's the regular gun going to go at first?
Regular gun's going to go into the bigger unit.
Okay.
And give me 1 sec, actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Jameson, where are the attacks going to go?
So, main cannon, beam cannon, and Rex into the front unit.
Okay.
Beam cannon and Rex into the smaller unit.
Yep.
And then just beam cannon into the guy in the back.
Gotcha. All right, so beam cannon, and then regular cannon, and then Rex. I've never seen so many red dice. This is at critical 1, impact 2.
I've discovered a new combo.
It's a pretty good roll, folks. That's a really good roll. Is I'll block 1 due to armor. So that's going to leave 2, 4, 7. Look at you with the quick math showing off. All right, so 7 won't be enough to kill me. It won't make me stronger. I'll save 4. That's incredible. All right. It's hard to win when the dice go that horribly against you as I take 3 wounds here.
Still could have rolled all saves.
All right. So,
Yep,
I took. Well, you know what? Let's take 1 less wound there as I use a surge token.
Yep.
And so I'll just take 2 wounds.
You make me sad.
All right, Jameson. Next up is the unit behind them, and that's going to be 5 red dice. That's going to be good for 3, and that impact will matter there, as I won't save any from armor.
I mean, I don't think it has him. I don't think it.
Oh, the beam?
It does not have impact.
Okay, so the armor does help me out there. But I don't roll any there.
So 1 dead, 1 with 1 wound.
Yep. And that's the hot trooper with 1 wound. And then the last one to go here is a crit, which is important because my armor would have saved it. I need to save this or die. He does save it. Nice. All right. Some good damage, but not great damage to the B2 squads there, as I've taken a suppression token on each of them. I am now going to go over here to Grievous. Grievous is going to go ahead and attack here, and then he's going to use his pistol over there at that unit of clones. Let's see how that goes. We'll use the pistol first. That's against the unit of clones. They have light cover due to their suppression. Let's give them some more, give them something to think about. This is at critical 1, pierce 1. And I will do 2 there. You'll cancel 1, so with pierce 1, it will just be a dead guy. And now the lightsaber against the guy I'm in contact with. And this is at pierce as well, so that will kill him, Jameson.
Okay.
Okay, Grievous doing his job as 4th suppression put on that unit and activation done. After that, Jameson, he's going to go ahead and move into here because I've had enough of your fire support shenanigans from Rex. for one day. My B2s did not like that at all. As it is your turn, you have 2 in the stack, or you have a Rex.
Well. Let's go for the stack.
Okay, so it's going to be a trooper.
This guy.
Okay, that one wound goes to Rex.
Yeah.
All right, so what do those guys want to do?
They're going to shoot around the corner into these guys.
Okay, so we'll check line of sight, but I'm pretty sure they'll be in open. They are indeed in the open, so there is no cover here. Did you want to aim first, or you're just...
Yes, aim.
Okay, aiming and shooting. 2 red, 2 black. So we got 2 hits so far. Aim token coming in handy. 3, I'll block 1 because of armor. And make a save and take a wound and a suppression. Taking a wound and putting a suppression token on those guys is I am going to... why would I go to my stack here? Let's go ahead with those guys. I'm going to roll 2 white dice. See if I can take off any of that suppression. None. But they still get 2 actions, and what they're going to do, since they don't have AI attack, is they are going to aim and shoot at that clone unit, that 3-man clone unit. We're looking at 3 red, 2 black, 2 white, with an aim token, and 3 surge tokens to burn here. You have light cover. Alright, so we're going to keep these for now, and re-roll 2 dice using that aim token. And I'm going to spend all 3 surge tokens that I have. And then you'll block 1 due to cover. But you're still looking at 4.
Saves,
3 guys.
Please, you made a ton of saves.
Well, they make 2 out of 4.
No surges, though, so dead.
Well, you still got your unit leader. Alright, this unit is done. That unit of clones is actually up to 3 suppression after Ayla inspired them earlier in the game, in the turn. So, Jameson, you have either Rex or that last clone trooper left. Your choice.
Rex.
Okay, what's Rex you want to do?
Rex is going to bravely run away.
So it'll be a speed 1 move if he moves out of combat.
Oh. Well, then I'm just moving into the fray. No, he's actually going to stay.
Okay.
Because Grievous hasn't activated yet.
He has activated.
Well, I mean, he has, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to aim and hit at Grievous?
Yep.
Okay. Rex has some combat training with 2 red dice here. And Grievous with some surge tokens to spend. 2 hits. Grievous, 2 saves. Grievous is A-okay, is I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit of troopers. They do not roll off suppression either, but they'll still get 2 actions. At this point, they are within range 2 there, so Jameson, they are also going to aim and shoot at that lone clone trooper. 2 black, 2 white, against a light cover clone trooper who says he's not dead yet, as I get 2 hits there, using that aim token. For a total of 3, you will cancel 1. You gotta make both of these or lose that activation. Almost, but he is dead. Alright, so we've removed that unit, and it's just me now with my activations. And things are looking really good, obviously, as I go to my stack. Core unit, let's go ahead and do this B2. He's going to roll off that suppression maybe. Nope, but all he's going to do is step back here and make sure he doesn't die. As we go back to the stack, support. Now these are the guys I did have a little bit of a question for. I think I'm going to go into wheel mode, and we're going to go speed 1 here to make a hard left turn. And then we're going to go speed 3 from there. As we
outflank me.
Outflank Jameson's remaining clones. So push him back a little bit. just right here, this is a totally unmolested unit of Droidekas staring at 3 clones. So I like my chances there. They're done. So I just got my 2 trooper units left. We know these guys are going to pass. And Jameson, all these guys are going to do is move up here.
They could try taking out the tank.
And they're just going to patronize and annoy. So turn 4 is a scoring turn. We control this objective here and this one here, while Jameson still controls this one over here. The score is now 4-2. And pizza is here, so let's go eat. All right, buddy, we're on turn 5. What's your card?
Ambush.
I have gone with push, so you will have priority. All right, buddy, you have priority. Where did you put your order token?
I put my token on the clone troopers.
I have gone on Grievous, who gains a surge token, and on these Droidekas, who gain a surge token. Now, you get to go first. Where would you like to begin?
Well, I've determined that actual victory is impossible for me, so I'm going to my moral victory.
Okay.
Which I have decided is survive to turn 6.
Good luck.
So, bravely running away.
Okay.
Seems like the best strategy to achieve my moral victory. Now, bye.
Alright, I'm going to go my stack. I pulled a trooper, which I knew I would. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I roll off that suppression. I do not. That's okay. At this point, AI attack. I do have a range 3 gun, as I have cycled through that. So that means the hot trooper is going to be shooting at the tank. Alright, so it's going to be 2 red and a white at impact 2 against the front of the tank. I have just rolled 1 hit, so you got to roll 1 save there, buddy. Which you do not, so it's up to its 8th wound.
But if anyone's going to ask, this is a joke turn.
Okay. Second action for these B2 droids is going to be to take a dodge. Alright, back to you. You have your stack.
Well,
We have pulled something. We have pulled
the tank.
Okay.
Which, you know what? It's going to fire. It's going to fire main cannon and beam cannon to them, and then beam cannon into the smaller unit.
Okay, beam cannon here, beam cannon here.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, main cannon, beam cannon. So it's going to be 4 red, 2 black, and 2 white.
No aims.
Don't need them. We're rolling 5. I will block 1 with armor. Saving 1.
This was impact.
Yeah, but it's not enough impact to overcome my armor, as I'll lose 2 guys there and take a suppression. So now the guy behind them, 2 red there. Hitting a crit. So no impact here, so the armor will take care of that one. Okay, so that's going to take care of the hot trooper. And now the unit of B1's behind them. Did you roll 2 hits there?
I rolled a hit and a crit.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. And you don't have impact on this.
And the B1...
A crit. Yep. And I'll take it out B1. Alright, we've taken some damage there again, but we have plenty of units still claiming that center objective. Is I'm going to go with Grievous. Grievous is going to go ahead and aim and attack Rex.
Survives this. I'm going to be very surprised.
I would be surprised if he didn't survive it. So we will see. I do have a surge token to draw upon as well, but I've never been impressed with Grievous's normal just lightsaber attacks. And then he does 4 hits. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one to use with my surge token and reroll these 2. Okay. So it's going to be a total of 5 after I use my surge token. At Pierce 2. Rex will be alive with 1 wound left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jameson. He's not alive. He had a wound on him from when Rex did train in his Jedi arts. So those 4 wounds were enough to kill him indeed. Okay, so that's all your activations, right?
Yep.
I'll go ahead and pass with everything here so we can get you your moral victory of getting to turn 6. If you will concede turn 6 to me, because
I will.
no way you can win. So good game, my friend. It's great to have you back over and get a game of Star Wars Legion in with you. So let's come back for a wrap-up. Welcome back to the War Corgi YouTube channel, where we just had another exciting game. Jameson made it back over. Jameson, congratulations on finishing up another school year. That was awesome news to hear. And thanks for coming over and getting a game in.
You're welcome.
It's
been a great game.
It was a great game. Always enjoy my games with you, Star Wars Legion. I see you've been working hard at painting those clones out.
Yeah, the tank in particular.
It looked really good. Have you been enjoying the painting of white?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I think the tank as
I think it did well.
Yeah.
It's just that its supporting infantry died horribly.
Yeah, I think you used the tank really well. I think you deployed it superbly. And then its ability to provide cover for the clones behind it. I think, like you said, it did really well.
I just rolled kind of poorly when it was being shot up by the arm gun.
Yeah, the Hot Trooper certainly did some work into it, and you didn't roll any saves for the tank for the most part. But with the 9 wounds that it has, it was able to survive for the entire game, though. Yeah. So it is definitely resilient. Now, for the rest of your forces, I think they suffered a little bit from not having aggressive tactics on Rex.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I brought commanding presence because I was expecting a more spread out, and I was mistaken in thinking that it would actually increase how far the morale went.
Yeah, so
mistakenly.
Yeah, that just allows you to issue orders out to range 4. It does not allow you to use a courage bubble out to range 4. And clones do have issues with morale. I think getting Secura in the tank is a good call. That's how I like to play it as well.
The clone veteran and pilot could have come in handy.
Yeah, you had plenty of aim tokens early on, and you took good advantage of them. But I think, how many games have you played with clones? It's not a whole lot at this point, right?
I think this is my 3rd.
Okay, 3rd. I find, and I'm not an expert on this by any means, but I find that if you're not taking advantage of using dodge tokens and surge tokens in order to keep them alive for that first critical 3 turns of the game, that they tend to fold because they are so expensive, like an elite 40k army, that when you start losing them, it hurts you more than it hurts me to lose units.
Yeah. Also, the B2s were just tanky.
Aren't they fun? So here's the trade-off with the B2s. Number 1, they got armor 1 and 2 health each, so they're a pretty good buy. And their offense is really solid as well.
Yeah, because they are better than clone troopers, but they're really expensive.
They are expensive, almost 100 points for what I was running tonight for each of them. But you can make up for that with some cheap B1 squads. And where they hurt you, good offense, decent defense. You put them behind some droidekas for that heavy cover, which was
essentially have a rolling castle moving forward.
Yeah, until those walls come down. But where it hurts you is AI attack, because you can't get the level of token control and bag control, order control.
Yeah.
That you could if you're just running B1s with their ability to coordinate.
Yeah.
So you have to play around that, but being a range 2 gun for the most part makes that fairly easy because most of the times they're not going to be in range to shoot. So overall, I like this list of droids better than the B1 droids I've been trying to play unsuccessfully until now. I had fun with it.
I did like my list, and I thought your list was great, but I think the infantry died too fast, and aggressive tactics would really come in handy.
Aggressive tactics and taking some dodge tokens is what I would say. Those are the two things that you need to kind of focus on those early rounds as you're picking.
Because mostly I've played Imperials, which have a lot more units and a lot more models.
Yeah, and they're not nearly as expensive as a clone is, so...
Yeah, and also they have units to back more specialized units to back them up, like sniper teams.
Yeah. And we're going to get there with clones and droids soon.
But I've actually heard that... I believe I've watched a YouTube video talking about how the sniper squadrons could actually be more expensive than a base clone trooper squadron.
So you're watching other YouTube channels that's not my YouTube channel? You're watching my competitors' YouTube channels?
Tonight.
Wow.
Tonight. Turn off.
Alright, I think I'll end it up there. It was a great game. I really enjoyed playing it with you. If you like this game, go ahead and give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And then also, if you really, really liked it, check us out on Patreon. You can check the links below. And we'll catch you next time, right?
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.